Oh yeah, welcome back. Captain Coleslaw outdoors with yours truly. Whoa, man and nature together. And as you can see, we're running down a pretty steep slope here. It is actually April 13th. And this really slopey terrain in early spring is actually very hard to maneuver, as you can see by my good footing. But it is a great habitat for plant life. But there's another group of organisms that does extremely well at the expense of others, especially those species that are negatively affected by high erosive forces like hardwood trees, and that's the fungi species. So down through this same hollow at different times of the year, you can find different kinds of native wild fungi, which are working as decomposers to break down the tree life, the tree stumps, and the other decomposing material that is found amongst this heavily disturbed landscape. And at this time of the year, especially with the temperature being around 50 degrees at the soil level, we have one kind of mushroom that is working on one kind of specific tree in this area that we're going to try to encounter today. And that is one of the most popular foraging mushrooms that you can find, the morel. I've found morel mushrooms on this channel before. In fact, when I first started hunting morels, it was right here on Captain Coleslaw for you to check out. And I've learned a ton over the years, and I've really accumulated quite a few morel foraging sessions during that time with some pretty solid success. And the key has to do with landscapes like this that are just heavily impacted by disturbance, in this case flooding and wind battering. The same places that you're finding these invasive species, like this Japanese barberry here that I was mentioning. Look at the size of this one. This one's absolutely gargantuan. It's not exactly my favorite thing to see, but you know, you can't deny the effects of it. But where you're finding these invasive species are in areas that really no other plant material can grasp hold of, like I was saying. And mushrooms, they kind of thrive in that same sort of disturbed environment because there's a lot of trees and plant material dying and decomposing, and that gives the mushrooms a food source. In this case, morels are feeding specifically on some of these dead hardwoods that are in here, some of these larger specimens, which are all American elm. So the reason why there's so many different species of mushrooms, hundreds of them in Pennsylvania alone, it's actually the mushroom capital of the world, is because they all feed on a different kind of decomposing hardwood. They specialize so they can coexist amongst one another. And in this case, the morels are grown on this piece of property, on this heavily sloped ground, because there's a lot of dead elms here specifically. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to kind of work this hillside up. So hopefully, due to the erosive, disturbed forces of this hillside landscape, we're able to run into some native mushrooms like morels, which we could take home for the dinner table. Throw the GoPro on my head, and we're going to get down through this patch of woods here where these dead morels are standing, which I'm identifying like this guy right here based off of tree bark. Now, this one is pretty much alive and well, but some of the dying specimens that are down here close to the road, where a lot of water builds up and has kind of drowned the plants over time, that's where we're going to target to find those mushrooms. All right, so we're gonna head out on this bottom. So one of the things that I want you guys to note is when it comes to finding morels, you gotta be able to identify your trees when they don't have leaves on them. So bark is everything. So down through here, you see a lot of these trees here. These are actually sugar maples. That's not what we're looking for. And that right there is actually exactly the kind of tree we're looking for. It's a dead elm, and you see it's got long patchy pieces of bark falling off of it. So we're just gonna look at the ground right below those elms, and you're gonna look for the morel mushroom popping up underneath it. Now that one is clearly dead. You can see there's a big scab of it missing, and if the morels are growing, you're gonna find more than one if you find one at the base of the tree. So you kind of have to find that first one, and then you can start getting into looking a little bit deeper for the rest of them. That's a black cherry tree there. It's got the dark scabby bark. Not exactly known as a morel tree. These here though, those are big giant dead elms And that's actually what we're looking for. Now, it could still be too early in the year to find the morels, but you almost have to look now because there's no thick foliage on the ground yet from plant material. So you gotta have to kind of take the hand you're dealt. This is optimal. Yeah, you can see this bark's falling off these trees here. Their death is impending. This is about as good a spot as you're gonna find for morels. It got moisture from the water, and that's actually why these elms are dying, due to over drowning of floodwaters down in here over the years. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. Looking for like a brown brain shaped mushroom. They're the same colors as the leaves. There's nothing bright colored about them, which is why it's kind of fun to hunt for them, because if you're gonna find one, you actually have to have an idea of what you're looking for. All right, if I was a morel mushroom, this is the kind of spot that I would be in. Things you don't want to do is miss one and step on it. Nope, don't see it. There's one. Holy cow. Look at the size of this monster. There's two of them. One, two. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but crimey, they're beautiful morels. Oh, look at that. Oh, one for the money, and then two for the show. Oh, crap. They're beautiful. Those are nice looking morels. There's a little one here. They'll take it. They're not buggy at all. This one's a little rotten. There's another one there. Holy cow. And just like that, we are in business. Holy crap. There's more of them behind me. Oh, wow, check it out. I gotta put these ones down. Holy crap. Look at that. Those are pretty nice looking morels there. That's like the eater size. And it's, again, like I said, they're right under dead elms. Like, that was exactly what I expected. A few weeks earlier than normal, but hey, you know what? We'll take them. There's another one down there. Oh man. Oh, nice find there. Sick. Sweet. There's just tons of them. Tons of them, tons of them, tons of them. And they're all nice size. Oh my gosh. Man. Oh, a double. a single. This is insane. We got one here. Check that little buddy out right there, buddy. Wow. That is about as ideal a location as you're gonna get. Sick. Morel season is here. Morel season is here. Let's freaking go. This is all on one tree. So y'all, this is sick. In my little baggie of goodies here, I've already got 10 morels. Not a huge haul, but they're nice mushrooms. And I still got another tree that I gotta check out over here, along with just keeping my eyes open. Now that I've seen a couple, I know they're in the area, so I gotta be very, very alert so I don't miss any. But once you have that, I call it the sight image. Once you know what one of these things look like, they all just start literally popping out of the ground right at you. So we're gonna keep moving down here, looking for some more elms and see if we can pick another couple and then call her a day.